Welcome to episode 8 on the Put Path. We're going to go over how to get started trading, try to give you some motivation to get that first trade under your belt, and start with the Put Path options trading system. Just do it. I know that this is hard to get started. Sometimes it feels like it's overwhelming with the amount of information that's out there and the amount of problems and the amount of barriers that are coming up against you. But I'm just going to try to give you that encouragement to go through step by step, 1 through 9, all of the different singular events that I've put into place to try to get you from point A to point B. I've got the checklist. The checklist is downloadable. It's the Put Path Options Trading System PDF. You can get that PDF by coming to the website and signing up for the mailing list. I'll send you the checklist free of charge. It's a system that you can just print out and check. I know a lot of people like checklists. You can check the boxes, go steps 1 through 9. Don't wait, do it today. Don't wait for retirement. Don't wait for more money. Don't wait till you get more time. Don't wait till your kids are, in college. Just do it. I just want you to take that first step with the left foot and the right foot and the left foot and the right foot. Just keep going forward. The best way to learn how to trade options is to start small and just do it. I definitely would encourage you to continue your education, continue learning about options, read books, read online, read blogs, watch videos, go to TastyLive. They have a enormous amount of content available on YouTube, but you can go straight to their TastyLive app. You can watch them in their studios every day. They also you know, provide instruction. They're a think tank. They have a very specific way of trading where they're looking at trading in terms of high volatility, and they're looking for volatility contraction in order to scalp, in order to make quick gains. It's not exactly the way that I trade, but they will provide you with a lot of the background, a lot of the Greeks, a lot of the knowledge of terminology, and how to execute day-to-day trades. I've been burned many times trying to trade the way that they do, particularly with strangles. However, their knowledge, their expertise is essential to understand the world of options, the system of options. So I definitely would recommend checking them out. So I've been able to put this system together over the last 5 years. I made every mistake in the book. I was trading very risky. I was trading a lot of call options. I was buying a lot of options. A lot of those options did not work out in my favor. I was trading naked puts, naked strangles. A lot of those did not work out in my favor. I lost a lot of money, and I learned how to stay disciplined, how to stick to the basics. And over time, after analyzing over 1,000 trades, I began to see patterns. I began to see that this put path system developing in my head. I developed the strategy, I tweaked it, I added to it. I looked at, okay, put credit spreads are really working for me. How can I make that better? How can I make it more capital efficient? How can I look at the optimal delta? How can I look at the optimal stop loss? Making sure that I'm using my capital most efficiently. And this is the output. I've had a system since really 2023 where this got mostly refined and made slight tweaks since then, but it's basically been the same for the last 3 years, and it is really working. The put credit spreads always worked, and now that I've kind of got a good structure in place, I think this system is going to take you to the next level. I just would encourage you, trade exactly how I've laid it out. I know it can be complicated, but you can be, assured over time this system is going to make you money. I would also encourage you, once I get the membership set up, to become a member, and then you can follow the real-time trades. You can see my trades and you can just follow those. Takes a lot of the thinking out of it, and you can piggyback on the volatility and the trades that I've been able to execute. So you can see on your screen an example trade. This trade is one of the bread and butter that we typically would execute. It's a $50 trade for 1 week, week by week activity. So over 4 weeks, you would be able to get $200 out of this trade if you trade it 4 times. Again, we're going to walk through it and I'll show you how this is executed in Robinhood. Oh, again, this is just an example, but I'm going to show you how to open up a put credit spread position for typically around 50 cents. Now, the market's actually closed right now. This is just an example, but the good thing about Robinhood is you can walk through after hours and see the pricing and kind of set up a trade. Okay, so you would search for QQQ, click on trade, trade options, go out 28 days, which is the 12th of December. You click on sell, you're selling the put. You look at the chance of profit, you scroll down, you find the chance of profit about 560, click the plus, then you go to buy the put. So we trade $5 wide, so you would buy the 555. Okay, I continue. You can put it in for a one lot. You can put it in for multiple, if needed. You can see here it's defaulting to a mid price of 49. We typically like to get 50 for QQQ. If you want to change it to 50, you would just go to the price, type in 50. Okay, and you can see on the screen here, the max profit is 50. The max loss is minus 450. And then the break even is at 559 and 50 cents. You go to review, make sure everything looks right. So the credit is not the full $50. They take out some fees. You can see here there's a 50-cent fee and a 4-cent regulatory fee. Looks like they're actually only taking out about 8 cents. Then you would swipe up to submit. All right, and since the market's closed, it just goes to queue the order. Now, some things to be aware of with that order. Again, this is just the bread and butter of the system. 28 days to go, minus 0.15 delta. And the reason it's minus is because on the put side, an 85% probability of profit or chance of profit is a minus 0.15 delta. The $5 wide is there. The pricing is there. So 383 minus 333 is your 50 cents. So again, 50 cents times 100 shares gives you the $50. So hopefully that makes sense. That's, the bread and butter. You just rinse and repeat. You do that over and over and over for all 12 underlyings. You do it once a week. You do it week after week after week after week. It's a ladder structure. So as one trade falls off, another one comes on. So again, beautiful system. I wanted just to give you that motivation to get started. Make sure that you are sticking to the system as close as you can. You can always feel free to email me, to get on the website, put comments on the um, posts, try to get feedback from other users, and just stick with it step by step. Don't let losses discourage you. Losses are part of the system. And over time, you're going to get that 85% winning percentage, and you're going to start to see your capital increase and increase and increase. It's a very time efficient system. You should only be trading for about 15 minutes per week. And that's if you're trading all 12. If you're just trading one, you can execute a trade in a minute. So again, doesn't take a lot of analysis, doesn't take a lot of, quantitative study, doesn't take a lot of watching CNBC. What you need to focus on is getting that education, reading as much as you can, going through the Put Paradise website, listening to the videos, watching the videos, getting training, but just implementing that training as you go, making sure that you are doing and not just learning. Put those two things together, take it step by step, and you'll be well on your way to getting 50% annual returns. Just do it. That's it. And we will see you in episode 9 coming up on the Put Path.